lady fans, how you guys doing? We are back for another Western animation review of Young Justice Season 3 Episode 2 Outsiders Royal We. And here guys, Legend Vash,
Sam the Manga Man.
And guys, it's excited to be back because if you guys want to continue seeing reviews of Western animation and anime reviews, if you like both types of animation around the world, subscribe, like, comment below all of your thoughts of how Outsiders Episode 2 going for you guys. And guys, don't forget to follow us on our social media to know up-to-date stuff what we're doing. So let's get to the review portion.
Not much really happened in this episode.
This one was more of a follow-up of episode 1, but more about the Markovia part. Since we didn't really get to it, to the Markovia part, what's going on, let's get to it right here.
So we know that from the first episode, the king and the queen of Markovia got killed by an assassin who's like
with a nice sharp knife too.
Who's a metahuman, and
with the Speed Force, but he got killed by a gun.
By the so-called uncle, the Baron.
Which you still think is a bad guy. Now my idea, we haven't seen episode 3 at this point of this recording yet. My idea, I think it's the brother now. I think it's the brother.
The older brother?
Yeah, the older brother. The 16 older, sorry, the 16-minute-year-old brother.
And like, I still feel like it is the uncle's the villain because
which makes sense.
From the first episode, when he shot the gun at the speedster from the back and he just killed it, is to tie up loose ends, you know,
makes
just
sense.
in case happens. So no information is spilled out and everything.
Makes sense.
Now we're going into the brother, the younger brother, not the 16-year-old older one, 16-minute-year-old one.
Younger one, Prince Byron.
He seems so curious about metahuman and metagene because he has the metagene himself, and
but
he talks.
I respect him because he also wants to find out what happened to his younger sister Tara, which we believe is the Tara Strong, the one that is from the Teen Titans, from the comics and everything. So we believe it's that. So it could be that the one that controls the rocks and everything.
Maybe.
So I respect it because he wants to find out what happened to my sister. I want to find out and be a good royal king to my country, but also be the hero for my country.
Yeah,
that's what he believes.
Like, my country doesn't just need a king, but it also needs a hero.
So that's what he said in the last episode, and I believe that. But in every goddamn scientist, you cannot trust every scientist. Because look at this one. The scientist Chase, he went and trusted her and said, hey, I have the metagene, right? Now hook me up to find my coke. I need that. Because I need to get the juices, the steroids. And look what happens. You're about to get steroids and now you're trying to run away. And the scientist right there says, this is what the best is for you, my king. This is what's better.
Did you just say king?
Huh?
Prince?
Sorry, Prince. Prince.
King.
Sorry, Prince. This is what I believe is best for you, my Prince.
And then we see...
you can't trust every scientist.
In this episode, we've seen a familiar villain coming back into this one.
Count Vertigo.
Yeah. The psychic guy villain that used to work for the
light.
The light.
Yes.
And now,
which I think that when they get disbanded in season 2, I think he still works for Light, but now the Light got,
I think more towards the Lex Luthor kind of.
Yeah, because I feel like the Light got disbanded into two groups. Well, we don't know. It's been 2 year time, so we're still gonna find out throughout the episodes of who works for who and who's on whose side and everything. But
and now we go back, and then we learn that these monsters that are made from metahumans are called plasmas. And if you remember from Teen Titans, it's that slime dude that had radioactive kind of thing. It had multiple green eyes kind of thing.
So now in this one, and in this plasma is different from episode 1 of Outsiders where we saw the heart. This one we see the brain.
Yes.
So we see that they have a different form in each person that has the plasma Morpheus.
Yes.
So it's pretty interesting.
I feel like it was also interesting with the whole Superboy and Black Lightning infiltration thing was kind of cool.
Yes.
But then we know the flag was raised the moment when Superboy proposed.
But when you open the gate, they say you go first. I saw it like 2 seconds before. Once he said open the gate, you go first. I saw it. Okay, he's about to get captured, and he get captured. I saw that coming.
And then like how Black Lightning landed in the water. I actually thought he was gonna be paralyzed because of that, because the rocks hit his back.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how did he swim to the shore. Like I have backgrounds.
But you don't dive in like.
No, like he went straight, and the last second he curved. I'm like, why would he curve? You're supposed to go like this. So if you get hurt, you get hurt in the stomach where it's pure fat.
Or
so
anything,
if you get hurt,
if you dive correctly, you won't get hurt. You just dive
you swim away. But like if you get hurt in your ribs or stomach, you're good. You could use one arm. But if you're in the back, you're paralyzed. You can't really move. So then he got to the shore, and then he just stood up right after and talked to
Artemis.
Like nothing. I'm like, wait.
And then we have a new.
We showed the scene of your back. So I'm like, okay, sure.
Are you paralyzed now? Do we have to put you in a wheelchair now?
But somehow,
so are you a full-on old man now?
I don't know, but next thing happened, like you was about to say, we got a new
metahuman that used to be the assistant.
The immigration, the type of immigration.
But apparently her English ain't great. Like literally, well, it's not the best.
It's not perfect, but she at least.
It's not good. But it's not bad.
She was like the first time you met Connor, where it spoke words to you, but she speaks less than Connor went from Cadmus, and they brought a nice That foreshadows the word what's the word when Connor brought back Candace's joke? What's a good word for it? Damn. Not a good word for it, I can't find it, but I like how Connor walked by and said, "Oh, this just brings me bad memories, like not the good ones from Candace." So I like that how they bring it back from
some PTSD.
PTSD is a good word for it because like he was a clone, so it makes sense how he still had to move on from it because it's been almost 8 years. Because of the 5-year time skip from season 1 and 2, and then 2 years time skip, so roughly about 7 to 8 years. So it makes sense.
And then Black Lightning also had some PTSD too when he first saw Plasmus again.
Bad PTSD. He literally he froze.
He keeps remembering that he accidentally killed the metahuman that was a 14-year-old girl, which is understandable though. Like
because it literally happened it literally happened within a week. So of course he don't feel comfortable with it.
So yeah, like. Maybe it would have been a bad choice to bring in Black Lightning into this group.
But it makes sense. Why? Because he could feel the
electrical current. But I feel like they could have maybe
Virgil,
asked someone else. Like
I feel like Virgil is not ready for that type of...
Not Virgil. No. It has to be someone more in a veteran kind of position, but more that knows his can feel electricity kind of thing.
Virgil and technically Black Lightning and technically Thunder Lightning, but they're not ready for it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they need someone who's a more veteran kind of ability.
Well, Virgil will be up for it, but I'm not sure Virgil could work with it because that's why Virgil can't, because he's part of the Justice League, Young Justice and everything, Titans and outside his group, because if they're in it, they messed up the treaty. So that's why Count Vertigo said, "Oh, there's a Superboy. Oh, the United Nations will love this because they could use it against them." So this is pretty good. And one thing we didn't talk about, the first part, Beast Boy. AKA Garth. And he was shout out to Siobhan because how much she loves Star Trek. They did a Star Trek,
something like Space Trek.
And
then their WB
parody, breaking the fourth wall. That's pretty dope.
And then instead of WB, it's GBW.
And the same symbol and everything, just changed the W to G. So that's pretty cool. Breaking fourth wall, and of course they could use it because it's their own type of license, their own company. So of course they could use the WB, all type of stuff. So it makes sense.
And then the whole, if you see something, scream something.
And also if you know something, wait, where is it? The more you know, it's what you know. They use it, so that's pretty dope.
Okay, yeah. And then we've learned who the other characters were. It's Hardware, Katana,
right. and Plastic Man.
For those guys that are gonna be blowing comments and saying it's a Plastic Man, yes, we got it now.
We get it. Our fault. I apologize.
But you know, they all had the similar face structure and the costume similar.
And the powers are very similar from the comics, so it makes sense.
It is similar, so like.
And they didn't tell us who they were in the first episode. Exactly. Yes, we could have checked IMDb and everything, but we'd rather give a full reaction, a full review.
But then if they're gonna tell us the next episode anyway, you might as well get started on the next episode, get the name right down, and we'll tell you right now from.
So I appreciate that, and I love how this boy not Garth Garth is ambassador of Atlantis. That's what I meant. Garth is ambassador of Atlantis.
He looks more human-like in here.
I wonder if it's some technology.
I think it has to be technology. You know how they have those automatic translators just in case that you can't speak English, but you have to be translated for communication. And Troja or Troy.
Technically, that's supposed to be Troy, but I don't know if they changed the name because this is not the Earth One like we said in episode 1. So
she's the ambassador of Demasteria.
But she threw subs to the other countries. She said, "Well, if you had a superhero in your country, you could say something. But you know what? I'm like, okay, throwing subs out here."
And then apparently the ambassador of Moscovia didn't want anybody in their country or say anything.
And then a second later transitioning, while they're still talking, they have
no one's gonna come into our country like
they have Nightwing, aka Dick Grayson with Richard, and they have Artemis right there walking to the airport
with illegal passports and stuff like that.
Like it's had a great transition editing for that.
And then you have Superboy and Black Lightning flying over the place and like it's nothing, undetected.
And last thing I want to say, how do you just leave that one cycle right there in the graveyard? Like, come on, like, I get it not for 2, but you could have tried. Come on, like, that one cycle was dope. We saw like for 10 seconds. Then, like, you know what? Let's just put it on the curb. Oh, well, come on, that one cycle is dope. It was dope as hell. But like, technology has evolved.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that motorcycle was silent. Like, you couldn't hear nothing.
Yeah, that was dope. That silent.
Incredibly silent.
Technology right just dope.
And I'm really interested in what that metahuman, that assistant power can do. But because apparently it could shock out, create like a shield.
Yeah.
Create other sims. That's pretty cool. If they actually had McGann, they would have been able to communicate with her.
Yeah, so, but then McGann, she can't because she's part of the league, so she dealt endowments of the treaty. Yeah. But then they still have Superboy.
But she can always disguise herself or like other thing like.
True.
Because she's a Martian, she can change shapes and form and different someone else.
But
so.
This was a very entertaining episode.
Yeah,
very fun. Dick knows how to still do the missions and explain it. He always knows how to do great strategy.
He's always good at co-op missions. That's really good to do.
That's really about what happened.
Yeah, there wasn't much to say.
Yeah.
Other than Superboy and the Prince been taken. Count Vertigo calling one of the royals, either the older brother,
which I believe is the older brother. Used to believe
I still think it's the uncle.
So let's see what happens in the third episode. Let us know what you guys think down below. Comment below. Subscribe. Let us know what. Continue subscribing if you want to see more reviews about what we do and everything. For that, guys, like the video. It's greatly appreciated. And guys, follow our podcast on GG Network for the Anime Lily podcast and the Comics Culture Continuity podcast, all about comics and everything. So stay tuned for that, guys. Thank you very much. Have a good time. And #Injustice Outsider Season 3. Take care.
Peace, guys.